I watched my wife throw a wooden crate into the river and drive away. No hesitation, no looking back. The night was cold, the kind that freezes the truth before it reaches your lips. The headlights carved through the fog as she vanished down the dirt road. I waited because part of me wanted it to be nothing, a dream, a misunderstanding. Then I heard it, a faint sound, a cry. My pulse stopped. I ran toward the edge, shoes sinking into the mud. The crate bobbed in the current, half submerged, caught between stones. My hands trembled as I dragged it out, splinters cutting into my palms. "Please," I whispered, "please be empty." It wasn't. When I pried the lid open, something inside me died before I saw what was inside. My lungs locked, my throat burned, and I knew whatever I was about to see would never leave me. The next morning, she acted as though nothing had happened. Coffee, toast, a kiss on my cheek. Routine had never felt so violent. I couldn't speak. I just watched her hands, steady, clean, unshaken. She didn't know I'd followed her, didn't know what I'd found. The crate had held a bundle of soaked blankets, a rattle, and the faint scent of baby powder. No baby, just traces, and the memory of a sound that didn't belong in a river. For days I replayed her expression, how calm she'd been, like she'd buried her conscience somewhere deep, somewhere unreachable. At night she slept beside me, peaceful, breathing evenly, and I'd stare at her back, wondering how many faces she'd worn before this one. Then came the message, a blocked number, 3 words, "You weren't supposed to see." The text shattered the thin layer of denial I'd been clinging to. It wasn't madness, it wasn't imagination, it was intent. I moved quietly, phone records, deleted messages, late-night drives she thought I never noticed. Her pattern was precise. Thursday nights, 20 minutes south, a roadside motel with flickering neon. Room 12. Always room 12. I didn't confront her. I couldn't, not yet. Instead, I watched, counted her lies like breaths. She'd smile across the table, talk about our future, and I'd nod, my mind dissecting every syllable. The truth wasn't hiding, it was bleeding through her every word. I found the man's name through a receipt. He was someone I knew, someone who used to visit our house, holding a glass of wine, laughing too loud at her jokes. The pieces began to fit together with surgical precision. Her sudden absences, the shifts in her voice when she said my name, the night she came home smelling of river water. I didn't feel rage, just stillness, like the calm surface before a body sinks. I sent a sample from the crate's blanket for DNA testing. It took 2 weeks. 2 weeks of pretending, eating dinner beside the woman who'd lied her way through my soul. The envelope came on a Tuesday, plain white, no emotion, just results. The DNA matched hers, and his, not mine. I sat there for hours, tracing the letters with my thumb, memorizing the weight of betrayal. That night she asked, "Are you okay? You've been quiet lately." I smiled, just tired. We watched a movie. She leaned against me, head on my shoulder. The same shoulder that had carried her through every lie. When the credits rolled, I handed her the envelope. She opened it casually, then froze. Her hands began to shake. "What is this?" I didn't answer. Silence was more honest than words. She looked up, tears forming, confusion bleeding into guilt. "You went through my things?" "No," I said. "I went through the truth." She begged, not for forgiveness, just for control. "I had no choice," she whispered. "You don't understand." "I understand perfectly," I replied. "You threw it into a river." Her face drained of color. She stumbled back, searching for something to hold on to. "There was no baby. There wasn't. There was." I slid a flash drive across the table. Security footage, the motel, the riverbank, her lover, everything. I made sure the truth wouldn't drown. She collapsed into a chair, sobbing into her hands. For a moment, I almost felt something, pity maybe, but it passed. I stood, collected the envelope, and left her there with her own echoes. The lies could stay behind. The river's current was calmer that night. It carried secrets the way people carry guilt, quietly, endlessly. I watched the water flow and thought about her, about what love turns into when truth runs out. There's no justice in betrayal, only clarity. When I left, I didn't look back. She could live with her silence. I'd already buried mine. The sound from that crate still visits me sometimes, but it doesn't haunt me anymore. It reminds me what people hide and what they deserve when you finally open the box.
Thanks for watching. Don't forget to like, share, and comment. Subscribe now to Cheating Stories Insight World for more amazing stories.